everyone. Happy Friday. So, I normally don't go live on my page unless it's to tell a funny story, because those have to be memorialized in on this day memories, right? But today, I don't necessarily have funny stories. Today is the end of a very bad week. Let's just be real honest. So by now, almost everybody I know has been thrown into homeschooling and having their children home full time. And more people than not just don't know what that looks like and don't know how that will go. And I'm here to tell you that even us traditional homeschoolers, we wing it. Some of us might like to make you believe that we don't, but we don't. But we do. We wing it a lot. And I am reminded, after a very bad week of school with my children, we have been homeschooling for 6 years now. You would think they would get it by now, but they don't. And I'm reminded that they're kids and that I'm their mom, and that it just is what it is. It's life. And I mean, we had a terrible week, and I wanted to just hop on and share that homeschooling doesn't look like the picture perfect Instagram pictures or the beautiful setups of books and art supplies, and that is a piece of it, but it is not the whole of it, and it is not the reality of it. And while we have totally had those beautiful moments, it's not what makes up the majority of it. And I mean, after this week, I'm just reminded that my children need to learn more about life than they need to learn about school at this point, because all week we had disrespect issues and disobedience and arguing and attitudes and tones, and that is something that is so much more important for the long run and for life than having them sit down and do a math worksheet or even reading. Like, I am responsible for raising adults. I am not responsible for raising children. I am responsible for raising adults, and nobody else is going to do it but me. And that is exhausting. And I'm tired and totally frustrated, especially with my bigs, because they are almost 9 and 11, and I feel like by now they should get it. But then I remember myself at 18, and I'm like, oh, there it is. And so I just wanted to share the reality of a traditional veteran homeschooler for all of you guys that are being thrown into this, and you just don't know where to start, and you don't know where to end, and you don't know when it will end, and you don't know what it'll look like at the very end of it. Can I just tell you that we start every year not knowing what it will end up looking like and what each week will look like and how it will go. We do plan and we do have ideas, and that's all good and well, but I can't account for every single thing. And so it's okay if your week looks like shit, which is what mine has this week. I'm gonna be real honest. Like, I literally lost my you-know-what on them 3 times this week. Nobody likes to do that. I don't like to do that, and I don't want to be that mom, but at the same time, I'm also not going to raise tiny little buttheads. Let's just call a spade, okay? I'm just not going to do it. Like, those are not going to be the children that I put out into this world. So if we spend the next 2 months working on life, then they can spend their summer finishing their school year, if I so desire to sit back down with them and school them. If not, we will pick up right where their stuff ended. And they will do that, and then we will move on to the next thing. And you know what? They will be okay, and they will probably be better for it, because they will not turn into butthead adults. And quite honestly, we need more of that in today's world. So mamas, you're not alone. Us veteran homeschoolers, we feel you. Seriously, we do. We get it. We totally feel you. We know exactly what you are feeling and what you're not feeling and what you don't even know how to feel. We get it. We have good weeks. We have bad weeks. We have good days. We have bad days. But it's all the same. Whether you've been homeschooling for 6 years or 6 days, it is a literally fly by the seat of your pants kind of thing, because there's so much you just can't account for. And I mean, like I said, I lost it on them 3 times this week, and today was it. I literally looked at everybody in my house and said, don't need me until Monday. And I'm not kidding. Like, don't need me until Monday. You have proven and you have shown me that you're going to disobey and you're going to be disobedient and you're going to talk back and have an attitude. That tells me that you can do it all on your own. So good luck. Let me know how that works out for you this weekend. Because I'm done until Monday. And until then, I'm going to do what I want to do, because you will not do what I want to do. So therefore, you do not get to be a part of what I want to do. So I am checking out. And here's my coffee for right now. I'm sure it'll turn into a glass of wine later this evening. I have no problems with that. And I will act like I am invisible in my home, Amy. I will walk right past them. And it is a good thing I am saving for therapy and not college. But seriously, moms, it's okay if your week doesn't turn out like you want it to. It is okay if you don't get all of the things done that have to be turned in at the end of the week. It is more important that you deal with the life situations of raising adults as opposed to the school situations of having children in school. So these are my words of wisdom for today, because I apparently needed to get that out and share that with somebody. And maybe it will encourage one person. Maybe that one person is me. Who knows? I don't know. I obviously don't have very many answers today because I am so irritated with my children right now. And you know what? I'm learning that it's okay to be irritated with them. It's all right. I should not feel bad about that. I should not feel guilty about that. I can be irritated with them. Now, I have to check my actions with them because of that, and I'm okay with that. But it is okay to not be okay with your children at the moment. It is. And good, Amy. I'm super thankful for that. And yes. Yeah, Tiffany, they're loud outside. I have coffee right now, Heather. It will go turn to wine later today. And yes, I have had an entire week, Heather. But all of you homeschool mamas that have now been thrown into homeschool and you don't even know where to start, it's all right. Do what works for you. Do what your children need for the week. If your children need a good dose of adulthood, then you give them a good dose of adulthood that week. If they need a good dose of routine that week, give them a good dose of routine. If they need to do nothing but get out and play and be a kid and explore the world and get dirty, let them have it. You know why? It'll be all right. They're overschooled anyways in today's society. None of us ever got that much school, and we never got that little recess. And you know what? We probably turned out as better adults than some of the other generations below us. I'm just saying, okay? So let them be kids. Now you're raising adults, so make sure you instill good morals and values in them, but let them be kids if they need to be kids. It's all right to just not do the schoolwork that week. It is fine, I promise you. We took off 3 weeks for moving. 3 weeks. You want to know what happened with my children in their school? Nothing. You want to know what happened when we sat down to start it right back up? No, they were fine. Like nothing ever happened. Didn't miss a beat. It'll be all right. It'll be all right, friends. Cheers. We're all in this together. We got this. I hope that you guys have a great weekend and that this at least encourages you to take a deep breath And don't plan out your next however many weeks you're supposed to have left of school. Don't plan that unrealistic number out. Plan out Monday. Plan out Monday. And then when you're done with Monday and before you go to bed on Monday, do Tuesday. If you want. If you want to take Tuesday off, great, take Tuesday off. If you're, wanting to continue that week, great, do that. We'll all get through this. It'll be all right. And I really want to think that at the end of all of this, our children are going to be better for it, quite honestly. I really feel like our children during all of this are going to learn so many amazing life lessons that they are going to be better adults for it. That's what I want to think. I feel very confident of that. Yep. So, cheers, friends. Bless you. Happy Friday. Hang in there. We're all in this together. If you need a dose of homeschooling reality, you know where to come. I'll give it to you straight. Love you, friends. Bye.